to set up this Costco sheet. So the first thing you're going to do is identify where the deduction number is and know where the information you need lives. So we need the units received, the Costco item, item description, net cost, extended cost, and inbound freight. And all of this is coming from the deduction number. So I want to put the deduction number in a column so it's easy for me to VLOOKUP these values. So what I'm going to do is do a simple calculation. First, I'm going to add a column equals the deduction number. And since it seems like on this sheet, all of the deduction numbers live in the same place, you just paste it down next to the values you're going to need for the sheet. And what I like to do is spot check and make sure that it's pulling the correct calculation. So all these calculations look correct. 26206. So while you're pasting down, you can do this faster once you start seeing the numbers match. But while you do it, just paste the values. Looks like this is all doing it correctly. So continue pasting down. And you can see along with me, I'm going to make this bigger, that all of these values are coming correctly and it's following the correct deduction number. So when you do your VLOOKUP formula, it's going to pull all of this information from the column. So let's just go ahead and keep pasting down. And you can see the formula in the home ribbon up here. So continue pasting through the whole sheet. I'm just going to flip to the other screen to make sure you guys are still seeing this. Okay. So continue pasting down. Again, this may feel very manual, but I think it's much easier than copying and pasting. That's super time consuming. So keep pasting down. Let's just try and get to the bottom of this sheet. Okay, continue. Units received. I'm pasting it in the exact same place. Let's just spot check this one. Yep, 923. Okay, so the one good thing is at least this file is sent correctly. One thing I will call out is if you don't paste it in the exact place, if you paste it here, it's going to give you a different value. So you always have to make sure you're pasting it in the exact same place. So now what I'm going to do is copy, paste special values. And what this does is it takes away the formula. So when we do our VLOOKUP, it'll be cleaner. And this also takes up less space in the system. So we are still missing a variable that lives in the columns. We need to move the inbound freight to show up as a column as opposed to a row. And I want to put it in the same row as these variables. So all I'm going to do is do the same thing, equal sign, and I kind of have a good guide now with this number here. So it's easy to paste it down. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that so you guys can see. Paste. And yeah, you see how it's pulling from the correct PO 511, from the correct RV 51132. Inbound freight is the negative 0.6, fine. Continue pasting down. Oh, so this one is a little different. So I just want to check it and make sure that's correct. Continue pasting the values down. This is correct. 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 Okay. And as you get more and more sheets, you can continue updating it. So I'm just going to add all of these to the sheet, and then I can show you how you can add more, one thing at a time. So this extended there, 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 there. Okay. Okay, getting close to the end. So continue pasting the spray, since this is the only column that we need to fill in the missing information for. Okay, so we're reaching the end of the data set. And you can use this, if you're getting the same format, you can use this every time. Okay, so now we have to do, let's just double check that, fine. So now you have to value this out too. So I'm going to highlight the whole column, copy, paste special, values. So let's get rid of any formulas. So now we should have a clean data set that we can VLOOKUP into. So let's add deduction number as our reference. And this is what we're going to use to do our VLOOKUP. So let's start by writing the formula, VLOOKUP. There's our deduction number. I'm going to lock the variable so it stays in that column. And I'm going to drag this over. I need the units received, Costco items, item description, net cost, inbound freight. And if you're not familiar with the VLOOKUP, I can do that in another video. So don't be discouraged by this. I'm just filling in because there's going to be some NAs. So column 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's just drag this and see if any values do get picked up, and that'll tell us if we're doing the VLOOKUP correctly. Okay, so it looks like we've done it correctly. However, there might be a reason why some of these are missing. Oh. So I'm just going to value this out because it looks like the formula did pull. And let's just replace all of the NAs with blanks so it's a little easier to navigate. So what I'm going to do is to check to see which RAs did not get pulled. I'm going to put the data set, just this column only, with the RV numbers. And let's just sort it so it comes to consolidate. So it looks like here we have 48 deduction numbers. And the system, this VLOOKUP only pulled 9. So let's just see what's going on. I'm going to do a VLOOKUP to see if these exist on the sheet. Maybe we just don't have all the files for the deduction yet. Okay, so that's good. So this, let's just paste this down. So our sheet has 48 deductions. It looks like the other deduction numbers on the sheet aren't on this. Maybe we have to manually enter it. I'm not sure, but this is the best way to move the information over. So there you go.